Imagine stepping into a time machine. Where would you go? The past, to witness history firsthand, or the future, to grasp unknown marvels? Time travel captivates hearts, but its paradoxes unravel intriguing dilemmas. Today we'll explore these enigmas and consider the philosophy driving our fascination with the temporal. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like if you enjoy the content, and share it with friends who love to wonder about the world. Let's dive into today's topic. Time travel has long been a tantalizing concept in fiction and science. From H.G. Wells' pioneering narrative to today's blockbuster films, this idea invites endless creativity. But why does the notion of traversing time captivate us so profoundly? Perhaps it's the allure of rewriting history or understanding the future. Time travel offers infinite possibilities, letting us untangle historical knots or glimpse forth unknown destinies. This paradoxical mix of hope and fear serves as fertile ground for philosophical inquiry. One cannot discuss time travel without mentioning the grandfather paradox. If a time traveler journeys back and prevents their grandfather's birth, do they themselves cease to exist? This enigma questions the very nature of cause and effect. The grandfather paradox confronts our notions of continuity and reality. Could altering a single event fracture the very timeline it occupies? These questions invite us into fascinating debates about the nature of time itself. The Bootstrap Paradox, also called an ontological paradox, this involves an object or piece of information that has no clear point of origin. Imagine you receive a book from your future self, and you use it to go back in time and give it to your past self, who later uses it to write the book. In this loop, the book exists without ever being created in the first place. This paradox challenges the idea of a single cause and effect. Time travel challenges our understanding of free will. If the future can be visited and changed, then are our actions predetermined, or do we retain agency over our destinies? At the heart of this inquiry lies the age-old debate between free will and determinism. The arrow of time refers to the one-way direction that time seems to take, from the past to the present and into the future. While the laws of physics are largely time-symmetric, they work the same forward and backward. The second law of thermodynamics introduces the idea that entropy, disorder, in a closed system always increases, which creates a distinct directionality to time. This helps explain why we experience time as flowing in one direction, even though physics itself doesn't necessarily prefer this direction. Speculative narratives use time loops and alternate timelines to blur these boundaries. They compel us to question whether we are mere players in a predetermined script or authors of our stories. Some theories pose fascinating solutions to time travel paradoxes. The idea of the multiverse. Each decision could spawn an entirely new universe, allowing different outcomes of the same event to coexist. Could time travel merely be a means of traversing these parallel realities? These concepts tantalize the imagination, proposing solutions to paradoxes like the grandfather paradox. In a multiverse, the altered timeline simply branches into a new universe, sidestepping contradictions. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the mysteries of time, make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on more mind-bending topics. If you've learned something new, don't forget to like this video and share it with anyone who loves exploring the unknown. Your support helps keep the curiosity flowing. Now let's get back to the paradoxes of time. Western cultures tend to view time as linear: past, present, and future in a straight line. There's an emphasis on punctuality, schedules, and planning ahead. In many indigenous cultures or Eastern philosophies, time is seen as more cyclical and flexible. Time might be understood as recurring in cycles, like the changing of seasons or the life cycle of nature. The concept of polychronic versus monochronic time. Monochronic cultures, like those in the US or Germany, focus on doing one thing at a time and value punctuality. Polychronic cultures, like those in many Latin American or Arab countries, tend to value relationships and multitasking over strict adherence to the clock. The block universe theory proposes that past, present, and future all exist at once in a four-dimensional block, implying that time is just an illusion, and everything is already set. Time travel is not devoid of ethical dilemmas. Imagine having the power to prevent catastrophic events or influence destinies. How do we weigh the moral implications of altering the past or impacting the future? Time dilation, a concept from Einstein's theory of special relativity, which says that time is relative and can be experienced differently depending on your speed and gravity. For example, a clock on a spaceship traveling near the speed of light will tick slower compared to a clock on Earth. The faster you move, the slower time passes for you relative to someone stationary. This has been proven with astronauts on long space missions. Time passes slightly slower for them compared to those on Earth. A famous example of time dilation is the twin paradox. If one twin travels on a spaceship at near light speed and returns, they will be younger than the twin who stayed on Earth. This is because time for the traveling twin has slowed down due to their high velocity. Philosophy pushes us to confront these ethical questions. Would our meddling cause greater harm than good? How do we responsibly wield such power? These considerations ground speculative narratives in a framework that mirrors our ethical realities. Philosophers and thinkers have long pondered time travel's metaphysical implications. Could our understanding of time itself be inadequate? While fiction explores these themes creatively, philosophy demands a deeper introspection. Some theories, particularly those from quantum mechanics, suggest that time may not flow at all in the way we perceive it. In quantum physics, time might be just a measure of events, with no real passage. The idea that time is an illusion was proposed by physicist Carlo Rovelli, who suggested that time emerges from quantum interactions but does not exist in the way we experience it. Time travel beckons us to explore the nature of existence itself, challenging assumptions and inviting profound insights. Is time linear or malleable? Such reflections offer timeless avenues for philosophical exploration and curiosity. Time, as a concept, is full of paradoxes that challenge our understanding of reality. Whether it's the philosophical puzzles of time travel, the relativity of time in the universe, or the varying ways different cultures perceive time, these paradoxes open. As we journey through these timeless tales, questions lead us down new paths of discovery. Time travel, despite its paradoxes, remains a frontier of imagination and philosophical inquiry. The exploration of time challenges our understanding, inspiring innovation across disciplines. Join this dialogue by sharing your thoughts on social platforms. Consider crafting your own narrative or diving deeper into time theory literature. Let curiosity fuel your quest for wisdom. Engage, reflect, and join us on this exploration of time and its complexities. Until next time, bye.